I've spent the last 1 month building an AI-powered CRM from scratch with zero development experience. And I almost blew the whole thing 5 times. I'm going to show you exactly what went wrong, what I do differently, and the one mistake that cost me the most time, which I'll get to at the end because it's the one nobody talks about. If you're building software, a Chrome extension, any kind of tool, even if you're using AI to vibe code, this will save you months. So let's get into it. For quick context, I'm building 369 CRM. It's a social media CRM and AI tool, tracks your pipeline, manages relationships, broadcasts at scale. It's a Chrome extension, and it infuses AI into those processes. And I'm not a developer. I'm using AI to build this. Vibe coding, Claude, Cursor, whatever gets the job done. And I'm not going to stand here and pretend I figured it all out. I'm literally migrating code right now as I record this. It's funny. So this isn't theory. This is what's actually happening. So here are the 5 mistakes, and stick around for number 5 because that's the one that'll hit differently if you're building anything right now. So first mistake, I intentionally didn't look at what other people were doing. Part of me thought that was smart. Build from my own experience. Don't copy, be original. Kind of dumb because here's what happened. I already knew what I wanted because I've been using my CRM for my own stuff. Affiliate pipeline, sales pipeline, podcast guest tracking. I built for me, but I didn't know what the market wanted, what features people expect, what the standard is. So I was guessing on things I didn't need to be guessing on. So what I do differently is I would spend 1 week just using competitor tools, take notes of everything. What do they do well? What's missing? What do people complain about in reviews? And you're not copying, you're understanding the baseline. You're understanding the baseline. And then you can improve and innovate from there. And I move blind. So don't move so blind. And so mistake number 2, building too broad. Instead of going deep, I went wide. And so what does that mean? I started a bunch of features, got about 80% done, and then I moved to the next one. Wide foundation, nothing actually finished. So I still had to finish my broadcast feature, my AI analysis, some of the pipeline automations, and setting in access controls. And so all the things that almost worked, but nothing I could ship. And so the problem with the Chrome extension specifically too is you have a delay in updates. And I'm still figuring out how to effectively push it out to everybody and force everybody to get those updates. So it's not just like the web app where you push code. So we're moving to the cloud. We're doing some other things around that. And so now I'm going back into each feature, tidying everything up, and getting stuff actually functional. So what I do differently, I'd pick 3 features, get them 100% shipped, then add the next thing. I tried to do 5 features at once with no dev experience. That's ego. That's not a strategy. So less broad, more depth, and I'm still learning this one too. So learn with me. Mistake number 3, should have had customer nurture finished before launch. So when I launched, I didn't have the email sequences ready, the onboarding flow dialed in, retention tracking set up. I built all of that while flying. So while people were signing up, while bugs were popping up. And that meant I was reacting instead of guiding. So putting out fires instead of leading people through the experience. And so the backend stuff does matter. I spent a lot of time on things nobody sees. Email system, tracking and analytics, AI that analyzes my data daily, access controls, feature flags, settings. So that's the stuff that lets you easily run a business, not just have a product. But I should have had that before launch, not scrambling after. Okay. So what I do differently, before you let anyone in, I would ask myself, what happens after they sign up? Map that journey, build that first. Mistake number 4, didn't know what I was building. So I didn't really know what I was building when I started. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And I'd be coding and think, oh, I should add this. Then, oh, obviously I need this. And then, wait, I need an AI that analyzes all this data daily. So when I started, I didn't even know what was a good idea. I was discovering the product as I was building it. And so you will too. And that creates chaos. Things don't communicate with each other. The architecture is messy. You're refactoring constantly. So what I do different, I would spend real time on the vision before you write code. What does this thing do? What does it not do? What's the core use case? Write it down. Be specific, because every hour you spend on clarity up front saves you 10 hours of rebuilding later. I was disorganized because I didn't know what I wanted, and I'm paying for that now. But everything's gravy. All right, so now mistake number 5, the one I said I'd save for the last. When you launch, you have what I call your exhaustive audience. That's the people who already know you, like you, trust you. Family, friends, existing followers, past clients, close network. And here's what happens when you launch. You start, you get a surge of signups from that group, and it feels amazing. But that audience is exhausted, meaning it runs out. You can get a spike, but you can't sustain off of it. So here's what I had to learn. You need a motion for adding new people. Constantly, not just posting and hoping. Actually getting in front of eyes, new ones. Okay, guys, new eyes. For me, that's content that reaches beyond my current audiences, affiliates. I've got almost 90 people tagged, ready to push, webinars, outreach, value content. So I tag all my affiliates in my CRM. I know my affiliates who have already converted, who I've already had payouts to. And I can broadcast to all of them at once now with the broadcast feature. I can check in on them. I can coordinate launches. So that's the move, but I didn't have that motion ready on day one. I was riding the warm audience wave and wondering why it was slowing down. So what I do differently, have your GTM motion mapped before launch. Exhaustive audience, new audience, affiliates, product led. Know which phase you're in. Don't expect phase 1 to last forever. And so now let's recap. 5 mistakes. 1, no competitor research. I went blind. Don't do that. Number 2, I built too broad. 80% on everything, 100% on nothing. Go deep first. Number 3, no nurture on launch. Okay, back end matters. Build a journey before you open the door. Number 4, no clear vision. Know what you're building before you build it. And number 5, exhausted the warm audience. Have a motion for new people from day one. And understand too that not everybody sees everything at once. And so to continue providing value and pushing people as previous. So God bless. Thank you. As you can see, I'm not pretending. I don't have this figured out. I'm literally refactoring code as I do this. That's the point. Okay? I'm sharing what I'm learning so you don't make the same mistakes. If you're building something, a tool, an extension, a SaaS, whatever, and you want to follow along, subscribe. I'm documenting this whole journey. And if you want to see what we're building, check out 369crm.com. Links in the description. We're figuring this out together. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.